Hello students, good morning. I am Mandeep Singh Thakur, Assistant Professor, Chandigarh Polytechnic College in Electrical Department. In this lecture, we are studying about the managing self concept. This is our second chapter, belong to the subject GSAD, Generic Skills and Entrepreneurship Development. In this, we study about the managing self concept. As we say that the roses bloom so beautifully because they are not trying to become lotus. All effort is fulfilled. You have to be just yourself. Let us share the slide with you. This is our second chapter, managing self, knowing self for development. In this, we will study about self concept, knowing self for self development. In simple words, the simple meaning of knowing self is to know about one's self internally and externally. Knowing self is the first step towards better management and success in life. Knowing self includes talking to self and examine feedback to identify drawbacks or weakness to improve through knowledge. A man who knows about himself, who knows about his own capacities, weaknesses, goals, obstacles, and opportunities, get success in every field because he takes to improve his knowledge and skills. Whatever task, whatever task he takes in his hands, he is able to complete it in the best possible way. The self knowledge is of two types. Number one is internally, thoughts, emotions, feelings, knowledge, strength, and his weakness. And the second type is externally, knowing self externally. In this, we cover personality, his attitude, expressions, and your living standards. In simple words, we can say that knowing self means analyzing our strengths, personality, weaknesses, thoughts, feelings, and attitude in terms of skills. Mostly people don't know their strengths. They choose profession on the basis of dreams for which they have no capability or aptitude. They struggle all their lives and cannot achieve the goal. In India, it is very common practice for parents to force their children to study medical or engineering without knowing their interests. For example, mostly parents choose children's career without knowing their interest. In the end, they failed. Its main reason is their less interest in their field. Technical education is increasing day by day. People are running behind it without any interest. At last, they failed in their field and lost their future without skill. In this way, we can say that people should not choose profession on the basis of their dreams. They should choose profession on their strength and interest. To improve your knowing self skill, keep the following points in your mind. The first point is knowing your strength and weakness. In it, you should understand your personal strengths and weakness. God has made everybody unique. Each is only one of its kind. Everyone has both strengths and weaknesses. Successful people build success from their strengths while they limit the negative impact of their weaknesses. The reason to identify your key strengths and weaknesses is not so that you can remove your weaknesses. It's reason to identify your key strengths and increase these strengths. The second point comes in it. Know your joys and passion. In it, be in tune with your emotions as you engage in your work. We all need to know those elements of work that are displeasing, but the bulk of how you spend your day satisfies you and makes you feel good about your contribution and the effect of your efforts. Success is difficult to achieve without efforts and that level of satisfaction. Satisfaction is the key to success. There is no rare example of a person who succeeded in his life doing work he disliked. Your feeling of satisfaction at job automatically increases the quality of your products or services while helping you simultaneously maintain good relations with your clients. After all, you can share and spread only what you have. Try to do what you like. Otherwise, you will have to like what you do. In third point, we will study believe in reality. Always have your feet on earth. That is, always believe in reality. Seek to understand how people perceive you. You may not be achieving the goal you expected in leading or working with others. You cannot adjust your approach without knowing how your intention was perceived by others. So, the moral is to keep always your eyes open in finding out what people think about you and your style of interacting and your approach. Encourage them to tell you freely, sincerely, and fearlessly. This will be true feedback for your review. Remember, your attitude towards life determines life's gift to you. In this, we study self-concept is essentially a mental picture of who you are as a person. For example, beliefs such as I am a good friend and I am a kind person are a part of an overall self-concept. self-concept tends to be more malleable when people are younger and still going through the process of self-discovery and identify formation. As people age, self-perceptions become much more detailed and organized as people form a better idea of who they are and what is important to them. The self concept is what you understand about yourself. Self concept includes your social character or abilities or worth, your physical appearance, and your thinking. Your self concept is your understanding of unchanging characteristics you have. Social, are you sociable? Are you shy? Are you confident? These are the three major points. What do you have to think? In physical, are you tall? Are you fat? Are you handsome? Or by the psychological concept, are you happy? Are you optimistic? Can you make decision easily? If you got these points, you will find yourself. In other words, or simple words, the definition of self-concept is the composite of ideas, feelings, and attitude that a person has about his own identity, worth, capabilities, and limitations. Uh, by this, you can find yourself. The self concept is composed of relativity, permanent self assessment, such as personality, knowledge of one's skills and abilities, one's hobbies, and awareness of one's physical attribute. For example, the statement, I am lazy, is the self assessment that contributes to the self concept. In contrast, the statement, I am tired, would not be considered part of someone's self concept, since being tired is a temporary state. You can change your self concept by changing your attitudes, your moods, your values, and your beliefs. If you can change your attitude or your thinking, you can improve your self concept and your self esteem as well. Basically, 6 specific domains related to self concept. First, social, the ability to interact with others. Competence, the ability to meet basic needs. Affects, awareness of emotional states. Physical, feelings about looks, health, physical condition, and overall appearance. By academic, success or failure in school. In family, how well one functions within family unit. Now, the next topic is personality. Personality is a set of individual differences that are affected by the development of an individual. Values, attitudes, personal memories, social relationships, habits, and skills. Different personality theorists present their own definitions of the word based on their theoretical positions. The term personality trait refers to enduring personal characteristics that are revealed in a particular pattern of behavior in a variety of situations. The word personality is a combination of two Greek words, person plus ality. The word person stands for man and word ality stands for describe. So the personality is the science of describing and understanding persons. It is derived from Latin word persona, that means mask, that we put on to hide our original thinking and feelings and see the temporary thoughts and feelings. We can define personality in a number of ways. The first one is the personality means the sum of characteristics which make us physical and mental being, including appearance, manners, hobbies, our tastes, and moral characteristics. The personality is also defined as the relatively enduring combination of traits which makes an individual unique and at the same time produces consequences in his thoughts and behavior. Personality cannot be easily defined because two people are not exactly the same. Some people are conscious, some are risk taking, some are phlegmatic, and some highly strung. Some are confident, some shy, and some are quiet. This issue of differences is fundamental to the study of personality. The personality development. The man does not like to stagnate. He always like to develop into something better. There are some ways to achieve this metamorphosis in one's personality. If one were to understand these basic rules, one can develop him into anything he aspires for. The easy way of personality development is effective speaking. Fundamental of effective speaking is acquiring the basic skills. In these skills, keep your goal before you. Predetermine your mind to success. Seize and put every opportunity into practice. Take lessons from the experience of others. The next step, developing confidence. Prepare in the proper way, act confidently, get over the fear of speaking in public. And the third one is sharing the task with the audience. Give honest, sincere appreciation. Identify yourself with the audience. Make your audience a partner in your talk. Talk in terms of your listeners' interests. In the next point, speaking effectively, the quick and easy way. We eager to share your talk with your listeners. Be sure you are excited about your subject. Speaking about something you have learned through experience or studies. Developing a personality requires, beside outward attractiveness, an even more important quality, which is called inner charm, that comes from within. You can develop inner charm just as you learn about everything, but it takes constant study and self-discipline. This inner charm is the talent that shines through training and techniques. The following are the major requirements towards the development of a fine personality. Number one is kindness, unselfishness, obedience to ideas and principles, truthfulness, religion or spiritual, cleanliness of both mind and body, good disposition, honesty in all things, loyalty, and good health. In this, there are some types of personality. Let's have a look. Perfectionist, realistic, consistent, principled, high ideals. Helper, warm, concerned, nurturing, and sensitive. Achiever, energetic, optimistic, self-assured, or goal-oriented. Romantic, sensitive feeling, warm, perceptive. Or thinker, curious, analytical, insightful, or introverted. Questioner, in this, responsible, trustworthy, or value loyalty. Adventurers, energetic, lively, optimistic, and controversial. Leader, in this, we can say that direct, self-reliant, self-confident, or protective. And last, peacemaker. In this, receptive, good-natured, or sportive toward the others. There are 5 steps to complete personality. Number 1 is healthy body, healthy mind, healthy thoughts, willpower, and work efficiency. The first 3 are vital to a good life. The last 2 are vital to earning a good living. It is true that external appearance of a person can make his personality. However, the proper functioning of the nervous system and the glands is even more important in the development of a complete personality. Next, tips for personality development. Always think positive, self-confidence, time management, fear or stress, self-esteem, goal setting, decision-making skills, anger management, questioning skills, and in the last but not least, communication skills. These are some points or tips which are develop your personality. And the next one is traits. Traits are distinguished quality or characteristic, typically one belonging to a person. In this, we study that the big 5 personality traits are: number 1 is conscientiousness. This personality trait is a measure of reliability. It refers to people who are dependable, organized, and systematic. The people with low conscientiousness tend to be unreliable, careless, and disorganized. The next point is agreeableness. Agreeableness refers to a person's ability to get along with others. Highly agreeable people are cooperative and caring. However, people who score low on this trait are cold, uncooperative, and self-centered. The next one is emotional stability. This trait captures a person's ability to control stress. People with high emotional stability tend to be a calm and secure. On the other hand, a person with low emotional stability tends to be nervous, depressed, and insecure. Openness. Next point is comes in this openness. This trait reflects a person's interest and creativity. Extremely open people are creative and innovative. They are willing to listen to new ideas and to change their own ideas. However, those who score low on this trait are less receptive to new ideas, more fixed in their ways, and are conventional. And the last one is extroversion. This personality reflects a person's comfort level with relationship. This trait tends to be sociable, outgoing, and talkative. The opposite of extrovert is introvert, which refers those who are quiet and less assertive. These big five personality traits are found all over the world. In fact, some people believe there is such a thing as a Cancer personality. If someone has Cancer personality, it is believed that his characteristics actually create toxins that work against his immune system, leaving him with certain diseases or the negative emotions that create toxins, which can lead to terminal illness. And the next is multiple. These are some category traits which are shown: open-minded, extroverted, consciousness, stable, and agreeable. These are big five personality traits as we explained. The next one is multiple intelligence. The word intelligence is derived from the verb intelliger, which means to understand. Intelligence is used to describe many abilities such as to solve problems, to plan, to use language. The theory of multiple intelligence was developed in 1983 by Dr. Howard Gardner. Dr. Gardner proposes 8 different kinds of intelligence to account for a broader range of human potential in children and adults. This intelligence is the linguistic intelligence. The word smart. People learn best through language, including speaking, writing, reading, and listening. They are able to explain, convince, and express themselves verbally or in writing. Next one is logical. Logical mathematical intelligence. The number reasoning smart. People learn best through numbers, reasoning, and problem solving. They make to calculate, measure, weight, and organize data. Many scientists, mathematicians, engineers, doctors,